Hello, welcome. So yesterday I did a video on how to intercept bombers. And some people were like, well, what about rocket interceptors? I didn't do rocket interceptors because rocket interceptors have one glaring issue. Look at the range. That's rocket interceptor 1s. They can't even cover the Benelux. They're at 58.8% mission efficiency with ground crews and centralized control. Rocket interceptor 3s are actually lacking the range to cover southern France. Heavy fighter 2s, no upgrades, could cover all of those regions when based out of Italy. We'll give the test a go anyways. We're using no upgrades, just baseline, and I've given the rocket interceptors extra planes based on IC costs. These guys are going to be going up against 1,000 strategic bombers, and we're going to see how they do. And yes, I'm testing these against heavy fighter 2s. Already, having let this run for about a month, we have our results. Now I'm going to do something a little fancy this time. I'm going to use paint. Alrighty, so these are the results. Shot down 124 bombers, lost 117. Rocket Interceptor 1s shot down the same number of bombers, but lost 473. Rocket Interceptor 2s shot down 244 enemy bombers, but lost 302, which given the IC difference between the Heavy Fighter 2s and Rocket Interceptor 2s is actually about the same amount of IC. And then Rocket Interceptor 3s lost the same amount, 67% of the cost, but they shot down 296. There's one advantage to using rocket interceptors because they're cheaper, you can have more, you're going to have better air detection. Otherwise, they're barely outperforming Heavy Fighter 2s. We're talking about 1944 tech barely outperforming 1940 tech. In conclusion, rocket interceptors are useless. And then also I redid this with rocket interceptor 3s and heavy fighter 3s, no upgrades, 1944 tech versus 1946 tech. Rocket interceptor 3s are definitely doing much better, managing to completely prevent strategic bombers from destroying buildings, whereas heavy fighters are allowing some through. Rocket Interceptor 3s are also shooting more down. However, Rocket Interceptor 3s are 1946 tech and they require 4 things to be researched, whereas heavy fighters are 1944 tech and they can be researched much easier. Heavy fighter 3s also have other uses, whereas Rocket Interceptors don't. Anyways, I would never bother with Rocket Interceptors. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time.